Hey there, friends. So today, sorry it's a little bit later today, but I thought I would just show off a cool thing from the Financial Times called Polyfill.io. Yeah, it's pretty neat. So I'm just gonna copy this URL to give you an idea of what this thing does. It actually doesn't do a whole lot for my browser because I'm using a modern browser. Actually, you know what? I can show you in got a extension here that can control my user agent. So I'm using Microsoft Explorer. I'm not sure if I can change it to, yeah, here I'm using version 11. I can change it to version 10 or whatever I want. Pretty cool extension. I don't know what it's called. You're probably going to ask me, so let me see if I can find out what it's called. User Agent Switcher. So go look that up. But anyway, I'll go to the same URL using Internet Explorer, and I get a bunch more code here. If I take off min, like it's saying, then it's going to give me the unminified version and a big comment here that says exactly what the contents of this file is. So here, and actually if I go, I'm do this here. Okay, so here I'm using Chrome 67, no polyfills found for current settings, and so it doesn't really do anything. But for Internet Explorer 11, I guess I messed up how I edited that thing. But in any case, it's loading all of this stuff. So the reason that this is cool is because like lots of people will use Core.js or some other polyfill thing to load polyfills into their app. And they'll just stick that in the bundle and send it off, and you're great because you don't have to worry about using features that apps don't support right now, or that your users' browsers don't support. You kind of bring things down to the lowest common denominator. But the problem is that would mean if you're supporting IE 11, then you're going to be sending all of this code to Chrome when Chrome actually doesn't need it at all. And so it would be much better if you could send this to Chrome and this to Internet Explorer, because like 0.02% of your users are using Internet Explorer. So why make 98% of your users who don't need anything have to download all this and run all this, right? Kind of silly. So that's the idea behind Polyfill.io. And Polyfill.io is a service that's hosted by Fastly. They're great, but they don't have a service level agreement or anything, so they could go down and you can't like sue them for whatever reasons or whatever, which makes sense. Like, it's a free service. So if you're building something, you're just like building it really quick, whatever, you don't have money or whatever, use Polyfill.io. If you're not, then you can actually use the node module, which is what I did. And in my newsletter today, if we go kcd.im/news, then I talk about, you can go subscribe here. And I just barely sent this. So if you haven't gotten it yet, it's because I like literally just barely sent it. Yeah, so I talk about how I use Polyfill service to build my own polyfill.js file, and I explain kind of why and how I use it specifically. So anyway, it's totally open source, and you can npm install polyfill service here. There we go. So you npm install, and then you can require it, call get polyfill string, and that returns a promise with the string. And then you specify all your options and things here too. So it's pretty cool. I really like it. And you can check out the browsers and features, and it'll tell you what is supported by different versions. I'm not sure where they get their support. Yeah, result below generated by browsers. So they use this, I guess. So yeah, I hope that's helpful to you. Give that a look for sure. Like, if I were building an app that was just like a something I needed to get out the door really quickly, and I didn't want to worry about like a whole lot with older browsers and polyfills and things, then I would definitely just use polyfill.io. And if I was here at PayPal, I'm actually building apps that I do, like it's not just something quick, I need it to be supported and stuff. And I still use Polyfill Service because performance reasons, it's just much better. And if you're interested more specifically, then go to my newsletter, and you can see exactly what my justifications are for using this thing. buttondown.email/KentCDodds or just kcd.im/news. And yeah, subscribe there. All right, sweet. Thanks everybody. I'll see you all later.